All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for another set of split deck matches. My name is Todd Anzich from Behind the Bunker Paintball Podcast, and we have some great games coming up. Maybe not so great. We have a new guest. We have Stevie.
Hi, yeah, I'm Stevie Gaskin. I play for the Jits here in Central Florida. I guested with Shenanigans and D2X Ball.
We just saw you this morning playing.
That we did. And next up, we got Shut Up We're Trying and Dynamic going head-to-head in D2 semifinals.
And unfortunately, you are now done for the day.
Yes,
so
sadly.
Instead of going to Disney, he's decided to stay and do some commentating for us. And I see you repping one of your teams, the Jits.
Always.
Why Jits? Where did that name come from?
So Jits is a Florida slang term that is well known down here. And Logan and Joel and a couple other OG Jits guys, they came up with the name back in 2016. And they've held on it all the way till now. And we just trying to keep the name alive at this point.
There we go. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, on your field we have Dynamic on the right of your screen. Shut Up or Trying on the left. Game starts in about 10 seconds here, and these are D2 semifinals.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to keep an eye on Dynamic over here. 5 bodies up, 4 guns up, 1 run to the snake insert.
4 guns up for Shut Up We're Trying. 1 runner to the Snake God. And they're just got a kill on Dynamic from Shut Up We're Trying. 5-on-4 paintball.
Yeah, Dynamic looking really good here. Looks like Cyrus getting ready to head into the snake side shortly, but he's got to battle himself in. All weekend long, we've seen a lot of snake progression, but that snake progression has really slowed down over the last 2 days. We're seeing a lot of pocket play up the middle, and dare I say it, even some Dorito play.
Shut Up We're Trying just filled from the Snake God into the Snake 2 and just moved over to the second mini W on the Snake side.
Dynamic really has to watch it. That's Allison. He has been playing very well today. Seems to be having maybe some gun issues. No, he's good. All right, and as I say that, we have Dynamic player now into the snake, the head of the snake there.
Shut Up We're Trying has 3 guns on the snake side, and it works. It kills out the Dynamic snake player.
Yeah, and that was Richards, unfortunately, leaving for Dynamic. So we're 4-on-4. Now 4-on-3 in favor of Shut Up We're Trying. That was Dreads. We just lost player number 5.
Shut Up has 2 bodies in the snake at this point. Shut Up We're Trying just got to the 50 snake, kills out the home for Dynamic.
This is going to end badly quickly. So Towel being hung by Dynamic, and that's going to give them. That's going to concede the point to Shut Up We're Trying. So Shut Up We're Trying are going to take this 1-0. And they've only managed to burn just under 2 minutes on the clock.
Shut Up We're Trying finished that point with 5 bodies alive.
Yeah, that was convincing, that's for sure.
Out of their spots.
So, Wrecking Crew coming back on the field. They're sponsored by JT and Flow Paintball, as well as Planet Eclipse. Dead Rabbits, this is their first NXL event. Oh, yeah, I have the wrong paper. I'm sorry. Good call on that. But Dead Rabbits, just so you know, that was their first,
So next up, we got Tiki'S Totem Paintball versus New York Wrecking Crew. It's a good matchup. We play against Totem down here in Florida, and they have a good camp over at Tiki'S Paintball Park over in Seffner, Florida.
So you know these teams. Who you're calling?
I like Totem against Wrecking Crew. Wrecking Crew likes to sit back and shoot their guns, and Totem likes to push up the field.
Wrecking Crew, 4
Totem
guns
takes
up.
a snake wing off the break. It makes it clean.
Wrecking Crew now taking up the juice box. He may have been clipped on his way out. No, refs didn't see that.
Totem's at the 50 snake. He's going to look to wrap and get these easy kills on the snake side.
Teams can't let their opponents get into the snake at the 50 there. It's hard to defend. But you're right about Wrecking Crew. They are basically kind of staying in their bunkers not looking like they're even on their feet to move up. Wrecking Crew tries to retreat back. Makes it.
This 50 snake player for Totem is trying to figure out what to do. He doesn't know where to put his gun. He keeps switching inside and out.
Well, Wrecking Crew keyed up that he's there and did tactically move back to that tall tower on the snake side. That is a key place to hold them down. Wrecking Crew also fills out the snake to watch the tape to keep him honest. Good play by Wrecking Crew for realizing that. Even though they're down on bodies, they're now getting in a good spot here. Wrecking Crew also taking the 40 laydown wedge in the center.
TPP Totem is still 5 alive. They have one in the back center, snake can, Dorito can, and the juice box on the snake side and the 50 snake.
Yeah, Wrecking Crew back into the snake on the tape side. Going to try to snap shoot his 50 snake opponent.
We got a possible snake battle coming up right here. And Totem loses their 50 snake player in the battle.
Yep. Well done, Wrecking Crew. That's going to tie it up 4-4.
Totem filled back from the snake side juice box to snake side tower.
Yeah, Totem made the mistake there. Now Wrecking Crew has the snake, and that's a pretty dominant spot as we've seen here. Wrecking Crew now filling out to cover his snake player.
Totem fills out from the home to the D side can, and the D side can went to the 200 on D side.
Chris Lennon getting checked by the ref. He's marked clean. So this is player number 11. You can see Stevie Reyes. We've seen him today already. He's the snake attacker. And behind him comes player number 2. And across field, we have a fill back into the juice box for Wrecking Crew. Now that the threat is gone.
Snake side tower trying to put pressure on the 50 snake to keep him honest, honestly, at this point.
All right, Stevie, I have made an error. There are actually 5 Wrecking Crew players I can see across the field. I lost one on the Dorito side.
So we got a 5-on-3 for Wrecking Crew at this point because Totem's lost 2 of their bodies already.
Looking like Reyes is still player number 11, looking
Totem
for shots from the
player.
snake. Oh, no.
It's a 5-on-2 for Wrecking Crew.
This, for me, may be a toweling if I was the coach of Totems.
That would be smart. Save the time for later.
Mm-hmm.
Totem loses another. It's a 5-on-1. There it is.
Totem's going to towel that.
This is a good point by Wrecking Crew, especially letting the snake off the break.
I don't know how I thought there was 4 people left. I thought someone was eliminated off the break. So here's the breakout right now for the Wrecking Crew. Sorry, for Tiki'S. Here's the Wrecking Crew. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they didn't start with 6. I wasn't losing myself. So there I go. I just lost him when he went out to the Doritos. So on that, I apologize. But there you go. Wrecking Crew taking that first one pretty convincingly, I thought, as well.
Yeah, they shot out Totem out of most of their spots and stayed 5 alive the entire point.
Yeah.
So
they made the error of letting the other team into the snake. As soon as Wrecking Crew was able to take that out and take that position, that was basically the game over at that point.
Once they killed the 50 snake attack for Totem, they really turned the field and just dinked everyone out of their spots. Mm-hmm. Next up, we got Sharper trying against Dynamic for the second point of this match. 13-11 left on the clock.
All right, nice breakout by both teams.
Dynamic loses a body off the break, going to the snake side God. Dynamic's got 2 guns facing each way to the D side and the snake side.
Shot up or trying, looking for something. Looks like they're going to try to get themselves into the snake. Right now, they're just rolling their guns and seeing if they can take another body with them. We have Allison right now, their head snake player or front snake player, in the snake insert, shooting inside towards the Doritos. Once he has an opening, you may see him explode out to the snake side.
We have Matt Berkovage in the snake side can, trying to keep Shut Up or Trying out of the snake. He is doing his best to keep that lane up.
Yeah. So with Dynamic down by 1 body, Shut Up or Trying is 5, but they have a point right now on the board. So there really isn't a requirement for any risk here.
Dynamic moves from the Dorito side cannon to the Dorito side tower to try and get a better shots on shut up on the D side.
There you go, shut up moving out to Dorito 1. So right now we have Dorito 1. We have home, snake insert, home row, can. Oh, and we just moved up to Dorito 2 now. Nice to see.
KP and Matt Berkovage still sitting on the snake side lanes, just not trying to let Shut Up into the snake at all.
Well, Shut Up is poised to get into that snake. They have the juice box ready to protect. They've got Allison on the field, so they obviously want to play him. And it looks like he's going to pot up and maybe try to make a run. They lose their opposite
Dynamic
tower.
loses their snake side tower.
Allison getting a shot from cross field just before he was ready to launch. Well played.
It's now a 3-on-4 for 2-on-4 for Dynamic. They lose their snake side can.
Yeah, here comes another fill from Shut Up or trying into the snake.
Dynamic's got to pick up on these snake side pushes because they have nobody in front of them on this side.
No, he can pretty much go down the entire snake right now. Once he does, he's going to be able to feast a little bit on the inside players there. The only thing that can test him is player number 10. For Dynamic there, look at this shot. Going to be 1, 2, there you go.
Dynamic gets caught slipping at the 50 wing on snake side.
Yeah, towel being called. Well done. Yeah, that Dynamic player, it was going to get worse for him before it got better.
Yeah, Dynamic losing their snake side attacker off the break really put them in a spot because they were stuck in the back 3 bunkers.
Yeah. So thank you guys for tuning in. Here's a quick instant replay of how that breakout first went. And here we go. So 4 guns up, 1 sliding out. Yeah, similar breakouts. People are, we're in semifinals right now. People aren't doing anything super crazy. We're seeing more predictable things because we're now down to what works. And we're down to those last maybe 3 or 4 plays that they know that work out there. Nothing crazy. I haven't seen anything new or explosive. And if people have those, they're certainly holding on to them right now until later on in the points.
Yeah, with this field, especially this morning earlier when we played our match, we really didn't go wide on either side of the field just because it's Sunday paintball. Lanes are dialed in. These guys know where they need to shoot. And you don't want to risk that body out wide because it puts you at a deficit.
Yeah. It's hard to watch this match with that wonderful smell of barbecue coming over the air right now. Oh, we get a bounce, but still alive.
Ooh, Wrecking Crew makes it 5 bodies alive off the break.
Yep. Tiki's also with 5 bodies alive. Tiki center player has enough paint to outfit an entire team on his back. Smart move. How many times have we seen guys running out of paint on this field today? Were you guys finding it to be a paint-heavy field?
Wrecking Crew loses their Dorito side can player, and the home fills out right after he gets shot.
Did you guys shoot a lot of paint this weekend?
We did. We shot probably north of 70 cases already.
That's it. That's a lot. All right, so Tiki's moving up. We now have both towers manned. We have home. We have the the snake side can, and we're also into the Doritos.
In Wrecking Crew, we have the first Dorito, the snake side tower, snake side can, the snake side god, and the Totem, Wrecking Crew is looking to get into the snake out of that snake side god right now, and put some pressure on TPP Totem.
I don't know much about Totem, but the way. With the amount of paint that they have on them and the playing that they're doing, it looks like they know they're in for a long point. This is going to be a grind.
The Wrecking Crew loses their snake side can. I missed the kill.
Yeah, we're not going to see anything super quick and aggressive right now, at least not right now from Totem.
Yeah, Wrecking Crew's got 3 bodies alive. They're just going to try and hold out and burn some time. But Wrecking Crew makes it into the snake and looking to apply some pressure to TPP Totem.
While they do that, Totem does move up to the 50 to combat that.
Up.
Yeah, well played by Totem for keying up on that and jumping up.
Another body walking off for Wrecking Crew. It's a 4-on-1 situation at this point.
Yeah, Reyes shaking his head. He didn't like that, but what he didn't know was that player only moved up when he had moved up. So it wasn't like he was, had bad intel or anything like that.
Totem's going to tie it up with about 9.5 minutes remaining.
I enjoyed that play. Well done.
That was a good play by Totem. They shot the Dorito side early, their front player for Wrecking Crew, and they just sat behind their guns and
absolutely
dinked Wrecking Crew out of their spots.
Hey, there's over 300 of you guys watching right now, and as Andrew Stewart says in the live chat, give us some likes, ladies and gentlemen. And if you get an opportunity, if you haven't already subscribed to the Major League Paintball channel, do yourself a favor and do so. It doesn't cost you anything, and that way you're notified anytime there's great content being released. Also, huge shout-out to all of our sponsors. You can see them on your screen. If it wasn't for them,
none of this would be possible.
You'd be watching something else that's not nearly as interesting. So thank you to all of them, and please do support them. Lord knows I've walked through the trade show this weekend, and I'm bringing too many things home.
Up and down. I was going through the trade show trying to find the next best thing for my paintball game.
Yeah. Did you find anything interesting?
No, but Planet Clips fixed my gun for me, so that's a good thing. That's
good. Shout out to Marcelo Costa's Gun Tech. He's working for Planet Eclipse over there. And, doing a good job for all the Planet Eclipse marker owners out there. So on the field, Dynamic down by 2, 10 minutes on the clock.
We're trying to go with a little pocket play and kills one of Dynamic off the break, and it's a 5-on-4 situation for Sharper Trying. Ooh, Sharper Trying loses a body, back to 4-on-4 paintball.
The information I'm receiving here is we only have 7 Dynamic players right now.
Yeah, they went into this weekend with a slim roster.
That's good. Nice to see they've been eating healthy and staying off the sugars.
Dynamic's a very interesting paintball team. They've been playing together for over 4 years now, so they have really good chemistry with each other.
I also enjoy there's a media company out there taking video and stills on the field, and they're called Shooting Lanes. I thought that was good. All right, so not a lot of movement here from Dynamic. I wish I could say the game is exploding and breaking out, but we still have our initial 4 in the initial 4 bunkers. Are you seeing anything interesting from Shut Up We're Trying?
No, Shut Up We're Trying is in the back 3, and then they have one person up at the the 30-yard line lay down juice box, and they're just holding zones at this point. They do not want to let Dynamic up the field.
No, absolutely, and you know what? It's really up to Dynamic to make this game. Although Dynamic now takes Dorito 3. Nice to see they're in the juice box. They're leaving and getting into home row and getting into Dorito 1 again. So they are trying to get up the field. Again, it's up to them to get these points. Shut Up We're Trying are not going to come down that field until they've eliminated a couple of bodies. 8 minutes and 40 seconds on your clock. Still lots of time for Dynamic to do anything, so they don't have to be super crazy. They just need to be a little bit more forward-moving.
Shut Up We're Trying is losing their bodies. They only have 2 left.
Yeah, there you go.
1 left at this point, and it's looking like Dynamic's going to win this point. Bunkers out the last guy.
Well done.
Dynamic wins it 4 bodies up, and someone gets a minor flag on the play.
So,
looking like Dynamic catches a minor on that last rundown,
but still enough
bodies alive to hang the buzzer.
There's definitely some jeering going on the other side of the field right now.
Point proof for Dynamic, and that seems like a point that they needed to get back. Because if you go up 3-0 in semifinals, it's going to be hard to fight back, especially on this field.
That's tough. And I keep saying there is a reason why these teams are here. You can't underestimate anybody that's here. There's no we got in lucky. There's no buys at this point. These guys are here because they're winning.
Yeah, all 4 of these teams that you guys are watching here on semifinals, they had to buy into quarterfinals, and they all won their matches. So they deserve to be here, and they know that, and they're going to go out there and leave their heart on the line to try and win this NXL World Cup.
According to you guys in the chat, Shut Up We're Trying has a 33% chance. Holy cow. 83% chance, of winning over Dynamic. So, not a lot of love there for Dynamic. But you know what? After this point, maybe you guys will change your tune. New York Wrecking Crew back on the field. Tied match against Totems.
With 9.5 minutes remaining.
All right. 4 guns up for Wrecking Crew. 1 run to the snake, but they lose a player and a minor penalty, so they lose their snake. Insert and another minor penalty. Wrecking Crew loses immediately 3 players.
And Totem's still 5 bodies alive off the break, and they're into the Doritos and into the snake. They're probably gonna make quick work of this point, because this snake player has nobody in front of him, and he needs to crawl down the snake and wrap and shoot. There's the towel.
Yeah, and you know what? Well-deserved calling on that towel. So does that mean we tie it up? No, it's 2-1, sorry. So Tiki'S still leading against New York 2-1, 9 minutes on the clock. So Dynamic back on the field while the refs regroup and go collect all of their thrown towels.
A lot of laundry on the field today.
There is. In Chicago, the referees were throwing so many towels that one of them got caught on the guy wire that was holding it up. And it took several points for them throwing random flags at it to finally get it down, and then they lose another one on the other side of the field stuck.
Oh boy, yeah, that happened earlier in the WNXL match. The ref threw a minor flag. It got caught on the wire. They had to shoot it down with a paintball gun, actually.
Yeah, well, the crowd luckily had some pods and were throwing pods and hats and stuff at the flag and was able to knock it back in. So
let's see.
It's an important tool to have as a ref. You need your flags.
Dynamic looking to tie this match up. 8 minutes remaining.
So shut up, we're trying on the field.
Dynamic makes it into the snake off the break.
Yeah, that's not good for Shut Up or Trying. Last point, Shut Up or Trying lost their entire snake side.
Dynamic still 5 alive and into the snake, while Shut Up or Trying is yet to get over that way.
Okay, so Shut Up is now moving up into the juice box and into the tall tower on the snake side.
Jet from Dynamic fills out from the snake side can to the snake corner and now into the snake to back up his front snake player.
Shut Up now into Dorito 2, as well as their juice box player moved over to the Dorito side in the 40 wedge.
Dynamic has 1 dude in the home, the laid out juice box on snake side, and 1 in the 200 on snake side, the Dorito 2. And Dynamic just gets into the 50 snake. He's going to look to wrap and get some easy kills.
He's going to roast Shut Up in the tall tower if he's not careful. Referee running in to pull out a Shut Up player off of home. That was an easy kill for Dynamic.
Dynamic player looking to wrap again and get another kill on the snake side cam for Shut Up. Let's see if he can get the shot in on him. He misses his shot on the snake side tower. He's going to look to chill out not throw his body away.
But
Dynamic loses a body off the D side.
Look at this, Shut Up in Dorito 3, as well as at the 50 center. He's going to keep the snake player honest if he... and he gets eliminated while trying to do so.
Oh, the Dynamic player shoots the snake side tower on a jump shot. What a shot by Richard from Dynamic.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of Shut Up players leaving right now because of that snake player. We are in Dorito 1 right now. We just moved over. Here comes the run through by Dynamic.
There we go. Dynamic's going to tie this match up.
Wow. Well done. All right. So we're waiting on that. No sense toweling. Let them, maybe there'll be an opportunity for a dirty hang. Points approved. So that's going to take the score 2-2 with Dynamic and Shut Up or Trying. Back in the field, we have New York and Totem again. Let's have a look at this. Well, we have 9 minutes of time left on the clock. It's a 2-1. Still way too early to call whose game this is. Totem is looking good, taking lots of pods back out onto the field again. Looking like they're in for a long point. Wrecking Crew also, their main players have lots of paint on their backs as well. So according to you guys in the live chat, 60% of you, which is not an overwhelming majority, but 60% of you guys are saying that New York is going to take this. So let's see if you guys are right. For those of you that are in Colorado, maybe you guys are betting on this, and maybe you're going to make some money. So here we go. 60% odds on New York Wrecking Crew right now. Let's see if you guys at home are right.
Wrecking Crew holds up short on the snake side. Only goes to the snake side tower and snake side can. It's not looking like they want to push a snake at this point. They want to keep Totem honest and keep him in the center of the field.
Yeah, Totem right now, standard breakout in their home bunker rows. Nothing crazy yet, but I expect we'll see some movement once we have some bodies drop off the field here. Referees were checking out the Totem player in the Doritos side, but he's been clean.
Wrecking Crew's Snakeside Tower is just holding the gap on Snakeside, making sure that Snakeside can doesn't go anywhere.
You know, we're really not seeing a lot of movement off the break heading towards the snake. It's almost like the snake has been an afterthought, even though the snake is what's been killing and closing the games.
Yeah, so this snake is very powerful, but it's very hard to get into. And especially if bodies get set up off the break alive, they can hold those zones the entire point as long as you don't let an attacker push up one of the sides of the field. And so Wrecking Crew looks to just want to hold those zones against Totem and try and get this point back to tie the matchup.
Who do you think is going to try to force into the snake first? It looks like Totem is not really in that position right now.
I believe Wrecking Crew will push into the snake because they have the bodies to support. They're mirrored up on snake side in the snake side tower and snake side can, but Wrecking Crew needs this point.
That's right. Yeah.
So it seems that they'll be the ones to push the snake to try and get those kills from the snake side and win this point and bring it back to a 2-2 match.
It seems like we're a long way away from the end of this match, but 7 minutes now, that goes quick.
It does, especially with Totem, a team that loves to shoot paint and has no problem sitting in the back and shooting all of their pack. So Totem's out here to protect their lead at this point.
Yep.
This is Sunday Paintball, people. A lot of zones, a lot of shooting.
Paul Posta in the live chat is very concerned. He's asking, how's Todd faring in the heat and the humidity? It's nasty today. The sun just popped and it's still warm, but dare I say I'm almost starting to get acclimated to this Florida weather, just in time for the end of the event.
Ooh, Wrecking Crew makes a bump into the Dorito too. He's looking inside to try and get an easy kill on the home, but he missed his shot, so he's just putting pressure on the Snakeside Tower at this point.
Yeah, you can hear Totem out there talking as a team. They know where all the players are on the other side of the field. Both teams are well aware of what's going on out there.
One thing I like from Wrecking Crew is when one person bumps, the other one follows suit and follows them right into the bunker they just left.
Kevin in the live chat says, Stevie doing a good job commentating. Desperate times call for desperate commentators.
Amen. I'm happy.
Yeah, happy to get the promotion.
Yeah, this opportunity is amazing. Never done this before.
So still, I have 5 Totem players. I see a Wrecking Crew player leaving. How does that do for your inventory?
Wrecking Crew, it looks like they have 3 bodies alive at this. Yeah, it's 3 on 5. Wrecking Crew's down 2 bodies, and they need to get a kill, and they need to start pushing aside.
So Totem is up on bodies, up by 1 point. I don't think you're going to see anything happen with them just yet. There's no need for them to move down that field.
I believe.
No need to take a risk.
Yeah, Totem's going to sit in their back and shoot their guns because they have the paint to do it. Yeah. And Wrecking Crew needs to figure out amongst themselves what needs to happen because they're down 2 bodies and there's 5 minutes remaining.
That's right. As a coach for, New York, at what point would you call the towel here? 5 on 2?
I say if you lose another body,
because we're now under 4 minutes.
Or if your
We're
guys
under 5 minutes.
if you're not moving up the field in the next minute or so, I would blow the towel to get 5 guys back on the field.
And getting quick points against Totem is going to be difficult.
Oh, and
so maybe
Wrecking Crew just gets a kill, kills the snake side can, so they could look to push the snake side right here.
Yeah, big kill. So the only one to defend this right now is the tower. I wonder if the Dorito side can. Doesn't seem to be getting a lot of firepower on him, but home definitely moves over to regain control of the snake side can. So that was well played. Although now we're having Totem moving up into the Dorito side tower. A little more defensive position.
Yeah. Wrecking Crew just bumped into the snake side god. And we have one in the snake side lay down juice box in the 300. And they're looking to push this field to try and get this point and steal it from Totem and tie it up.
Oh, big move. Totem moving out of the defensive tower for the snake, moving into the juice box. I don't know if I agree with that move because Wrecking Crew has the ability to get into the snake pretty quick because they're in the insert right now. And if that happens, he's got no way to defend himself.
So this snake side insert, if he puts this snake side cannon and checks off the center of the field, he can get into that snake very easily. And then once he gets in there, since there's no one else in there,
there's the move.
Oh, Wrecking Crew loses their body.
So here's another problem for Totem. Player on the other side
at this point, Wrecking Crew should
is
blow
out of
the
paint.
towel.
Yeah. Which is fine because Totem was out of paint and he was starting to pick up stuff off of the ground to defend the Dorito side. So I wonder if the coach, that would have changed their mind on whether they would have toweled it or not. But here we are. So let's have a quick look at the score. So Totem up 3-1 with 3 minutes on the clock. That is going to be hard, ladies and gentlemen. Getting 1 point against Totem quick is going to be difficult, let alone 2 for them to tie it up. And then they still have to deal with them in overtime.
So with Wrecking Crew at this point, if I was their coach, I would be looking to stretch it out wide on both sides of the field to get wide and keep Totem pinched in the center of the field.
I agree. Absolutely. So let's have a look at this game. So Shut Up We're Trying and Dynamic are tied 2-all. 5.5 minute game. So really we started an overtime point, it seems, right? This next point is what's going to kind of make or break this. But they've had quick points. These guys have had quick points, so we may see a couple quick back-to-back.
That whoever wins this point is going to put pressure on the other team significantly. Sharper Trying takes the snake off the break and makes it alive. Oh, no, he does not. The ref's calling him out. So 4-on-5 paintball for Sharper Trying.
Over here, Dynamic has made the snake. They've got Richard in the snake now. Into the second snake knuckle there.
Snake side tower for Sharper Trying is putting a lot of pressure on Dynamic. Oh,
nice.
Sharper Trying loses their snake side tower.
Dynamic takes the snake corner to give Joey Diaz, actually that's the name on his jersey, but it's actually Richard, some protection here.
So Sharper Trying has to do some damage control and keep this guy for Dynamic in the snake from doing too much damage to them.
Great shot here if Dynamic can go back and get that back corner out. But he got clipped. It was already paint in the air.
Man, Sharper Trying's D-side can clips out Dynamic snake player, but they filled it quickly. So Sharper Trying still in a tough position right here.
Yeah. That corner player on your side needs to keep that gun up because he keeps putting it down, and at some point Dynamic is going to go run into what would have been his lane and try to get him out. Right now he is busy battling with the snake side can.
Sharper Trying player in the snake side can, I don't think he knows that Dynamic filled the snake, so he might get caught slipping here.
Wow, 2, 4, 6, 8. It looks like the snake player has at least 7 pods on him.
It's a lot of paint.
It is for a snake player. And there's another try and another attempt.
Ooh, and
does he get it this time?
He missed the shot again.
See, but what he's doing is he's now leaving that shot and he's going to wrap, and now he's going back. See, he's got to be careful that he doesn't walk back into the paint.
Yeah, that Sharper Trying player on the D-side cannon is going to pepper that zone now since he knows he's there.
Yeah, this is now up to Dynamic to figure out a way to get down on the Dorito side while that gun's inside.
If I am Shut Up or Trying's Doritos can player, I'm telling my home player to shoot the bounce shot off of the Snake 2 into this mini W here,
Yep.
and that gets rid of that attacker on your inside of your Snake. But you know, it all depends
unfortunately,
if Shut
what
Up or
we
Trying
can
knows
see and
about
what
it.
you as players can see are two different things, right? And it's hard, when you go back and watch and replay, it's like, oh, if I would have been looking inside, or I missed that, or it's very frustrating. But there's so many bunkers out here. Even as a commentator, we can't see all of them.
It's hard, and it all comes down to practice. If you find these bounce shots, because it took us 3 days on the layout to find that bounce shot, and once we found it, like, we protected ourselves if they ever crossed the 50-yard line. But it looks like Shut Up or Trying does not know about it, so Jet for Dynamic has free reign of the Snake right now.
So let's have a look here. We're two all tie, and now we're down to 2 minutes on the clock.
Shut Up or Trying is down to 3 bodies. And
Same with Dynamic. Unless I'm missing one on the Dorito side, I definitely see at least 3.
There's one in the Dorito 2 for Dynamic.
Okay, so then it's a 4 on 3. Love this here with Dynamic at the 50 and past the 50 on the Snake. They're trying to go in and do some surgery here. But that home player is not relenting on his gun lanes on the Snake.
Yeah, the Shut Up or Trying player from the home is dedicated to the D side, and the Dorito can is dedicated to the Snake side. So they're in a hard cross at this point to keep Dynamic from running up the center and bunkering anyone or progressing up the field further than they are AR.
The time is just getting better for Dynamic as this point is going on here.
Ooh, and
There
Shut Up
we
or
go.
Trying loses their Dorito can player,
And they
blow the
toweled it. So you could argue that an earlier towel would have been better, but on the same token, really, that game could have gone either way.
I think Shut Up or Trying was relying, I don't want to say relying, but had trust in the guys that they had on the field to win that 3-on-4.
Yep.
But the second they lost that third body, you have to blow the towel, because at that point you're burning too much time, and you won't leave yourself enough time to go out there and tie it up to hopefully head into overtime.
Yeah, for sure. I said it again. I enjoy Holding Lanes. I love that name as a videographer company or media company there. Well done. So, all right. So, New York down by 2 points here. 3 minutes on the clock. Against Totem, it's going to be tough. At this point, if I was New York, I would try something super aggressive and maybe a little more explosive, because all they're going to do is lose time right now, which is not going to give them a chance to get another point.
Yeah, here, if I am a New York Wrecking Crew, I am sending bodies out wide into the Doritos and possibly into the Snake off the break or into the Snake corner, because you can go straight into the Snake after you make that bunker.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to attack if you are New York Wrecking Crew. You cannot sit back and shoot your guns. You don't have
Will
the time.
Totem be able to hold them back, though? I mean, they are good in their bunkers. They are good holding lanes. But are they good if things start? I mean, we're always seeing them 5 alive. If 1 or 2 of them gets picked off quickly, are they going to be able to hold it together, switch those lanes up, and hold them back? Or can Wrecking Crew open up a big enough hole fast enough that they just implode and they get the point? But even if they do, I mean, let's look at the clock here. 3 minutes. It doesn't take, that means 2 solid points in a row. And then again, we're still dealing with overtime. We will have to go to overtime. So they're 3 points really as a deficit if they want to win this match right now.
Yeah, so Wrecking Crew's got to dig in right here. They gotta fight with all they've got, because it's win or go home at this point. And they gotta push this. They gotta push this field. They don't have the time to sit back and roll their guns.
All right, here comes Wrecking Crew running into the Snake, getting eliminated. Can't fault him for that. He's trying. Here comes another Wrecking Crew player going up to the 40 wedge, filling the Snake tower. On his feet, into the Dorito 1 he goes.
And Totem is still 5 alive, and the Snake side tower, Snake side can, and the Snake side insert.
But if you look at the body language of the Totem center player, he's almost frantic. We haven't seen that. We've seen a Totem player walking off the field right now.
Loses a body, so 4-on-4 paintball.
So we are getting Wrecking Crew's getting them riled. Can Wrecking Crew continue? Yes. Oh yes. Here we go. Into the Snake we go. Just keep making moves, Wrecking Crew. Even if it's lateral, it's definitely helping.
I think Totem missed the snake side fill for Wrecking Crew.
I think they did because they haven't keyed up on it yet. If Wrecking Crew can keep that that momentum and get up, he's got 2 easy kills here right now. If he can watch out for the snake insert bunker.
Ooh, and Totem gets shot out of the snake side tower and loses their Dorito side can. And ooh,
but I'm not seeing.
Wrecking Crew is blowing this point open right here.
Look at this.
There it is.
Well done, Wrecking Crew. I think they just discovered the weakness of Totem, and that's to frazzle.
Yeah.
You know, I'm glad they listened to me.
Wrecking Crew getting into the snake unnoticed really helped them out there because it allowed for them to win that point almost uncontested because all of Totem did not know that they were in the snake.
Totem's got great communication. So whatever Wrecking Crew's doing on that side of the field, Totem is relaying it, and they know where everybody is. But during that melee, there was enough happening that there was a quick miss on that snake, and that's what killed it. The snake got up. None of the Totem players were looking inside, and a couple other quick kills, and that just did it. Now, will Totem be able to hold him down again next time? Maybe. Wrecking Crew got really not lucky, but that worked out for them. So can they do it again?
I think Wrecking Crew was pushing up the D side, and I saw 3 of Totem's guns turn to D side, and that's when Wrecking Crew filled the snake and just crawled up to that second mini W.
Kevin in the live chat says he thinks Totem has nasty lanes off the break. Well, let's have a look. So on the field here, we have Shut Up or Trying down by 1. They're going to be on the right side of your screen. Rooting for them right now because they are the underdog. It'd be nice to see them get another point on the board here, but they have a minute and a half to do so with 4 guns up.
Ooh, Dynamic makes the snake corner off the break.
Oh, but we make the snake for Shut Up or Trying. Looks like we have Allison back in where he belongs, as well as taking the 50.
Ooh, 5-on-5 paintball.
And Allison now into what is going to be the 50 snake.
Dynamic looks like they're postured to sit back and just shoot their guns, this is not a field that you can do that on, because if you allow them to get up the field, they're going to dink you out of your spots.
60 seconds here, ladies and gentlemen. Shut Up or Trying needs this point.
Shut Up loses a body. Dynamic's playing 5-on-4 paintball at this point.
So we're now at the 45-second mark.
4-on-4 paintball. Dynamic loses a body out of Dorito side can.
Not be stupid, but we need to see some more Shut Up or Trying on the other side of the field. We need to see some more progression here. We're now down to the 30-second point. Allison gets knocked out of the snake, but there's players falling.
Ooh, Dynamic catches a minor penalty. It's going to pull an extra body out.
Here comes another Shut Up player. Well done, well timed, taking out the Dynamic player. And the 1-for-1. So is there any more Dynamic players left? I don't think so. Is there any Shut Up or Trying players left? I believe you have one on your on the other side of the field.
I think this player in the laydown juice box for Dynamic was pulled on the penalty and pulled his gun up and shot the Shut Up or Trying player. So this is going to be an interesting conversation the refs are about to have.
Yeah. So no players alive. Referees are chatting. So we'll have some word for you shortly. While they're cleaning that up, just a reminder, we have Tiki'S in New York coming back on the field. This is going to be a good match as well.
Yes, it is. It is 3-2 with Totem with the lead. With a minute 53 left. Let's see if Wrecking Crew can fight back to tie this paintball matchup.
Thank you to guys watching at home. This is 2023 World Cup. Today we're going to be basically showing you semifinals and finals.
Yes, it's
for the rest of the day.
Win or go home. This is for just to win it all. This is what everyone works for all year long.
Yeah.
This is where teams want to be.
And normally if you're a team and you're here and you lose and you're knocked out, you go to Disney, but today's Sunday. There is no Disney day tomorrow. Tomorrow's travel day.
Exactly.
So there is no fun. You get this far and you get knocked out. The only thing you can celebrate with is maybe a dinner at, well, you can't even go to Chick-fil-A. So it just gets worse and worse.
Today.
So basically you do not want to be in a losing position today. You want to continue this winning streak and hopefully make it all the way to the end. The best feeling is when you're walking out of World Cup and it's dark. That means that you're a happy man and you've got trophy in hand and some bragging rights for the next year.
Yeah, because everyone remembers who wins World Cup.
That's right. That's right. Nobody remembers who rode Soren twice.
Exactly.
So we're still waiting on the refs, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately. But you know what? The right call has to be made, so let's give them the time to do so. And thank you for all of you guys. A quick shout-out to you guys for watching at home. I do have Stevie with me today. We're going to say from Jits because I can see the jersey that you're wearing.
Yes.
My name is Todd Ensich. I'm from Behind the Bunker Paintball podcast. And I'm new to broadcasting for the NXL. This is my second event. I normally broadcast for the Ontario Paintball League in Canada and have been doing that for a number of years. And so we appreciate you guys being patient with us as we're developing this live broadcast. Definitely over Chicago, this broadcast has improved quite dramatically. Now I will show you on the screen there. You can see your schedule. We're now sitting about 10:45, which means the Heroines and Dallas Vibe are coming up next with Cheetahs versus Destiny game. And then if you look at the schedule, look at all these great games coming up. You got Paintball Fit taking on Scalp. That's going to be the one match I want to see. I heard Scalp call out Paintball Fit, and they said they were coming for them. So
Scalp 5-0'd the newbies in quarterfinals yesterday, I believe. That's a big win for them, especially coming over from Europe.
Now, with that being said, before Paintball Fit and Scalp meet each other, I just made a mistake there. They have to get through Blast Camp before they can play PB Fit, and PB Fit still has to beat Nasty. But that's the game I'm looking forward to today, and I think that's going to be super exciting. And most likely, if that does happen, I don't know who's going to win that. I really don't. I'd like to say Paintball Fit because they've had a good legacy this year, but Scalp's been coming in strong. I've seen some serious...
So I watched Paintball Fit's match against the newbies in their seeding matches because they're the top 4 teams in semi-pro, and newbies put a beating on Paintball Fit, and Scalp put a beating on newbies. So who knows who wins those matches?
Yeah. And then, okay, we're talking about that, but let's have a look. So if you guys may not have seen some of these teams coming on the field, we're going to have Division 5 Consolation coming up, so that's pretty cool. We're going to have Division 4 X-Ball Consolation. And we're going to have semi-pro consolation here, which means they're playing for 3rd and 4th.
Yeah, all these teams are going to fight to go home with some hardware.
Yeah. So what we're going to do here, ladies and gentlemen, while we're waiting for this is we're going to take a quick break, and as soon as we get some information, we're going to come back and tell you what we've got.
Gel Blaster has changed the game again with the bigger, better Surge XL. With 3 blasting modes, including full auto, you can launch up to 12 gellets per second. Use the selectable velocity to dial the power you want, from 170 feet to an astonishing 250 feet per second. The extra-large hopper holds over 1,000 gellets, which are eco-safe and leave zero mess. Features like ultra-fast USB-C charging and a heads-up battery display keeps you in sync with your blaster's power. Win the day with the bigger, better Surge XL from Gel Blaster. This is Surge. It's packed with all of the latest tech from Gel Blaster, like a built-in lithium-ion battery and ultra-fast USB-C charging, unlocking hours of gameplay. Surge holds over 800 gellets. Activate full auto mode to rapidly blast gellets more than 100 feet. No cleanup required whatsoever. Surge gives you the ultimate blaster experience, period. Join in the fun by getting your Surge today.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of a melee there with the referees. We had the head refs, the commissioner, and both coaches. The bottom line is, without getting into it too deeply, because I don't want to misquote it, because now I'm going to forget half of it, there was 10 seconds left of gameplay potentially there. They're going to wash that. They're going to go right into, and there was, so the point went to...
Sharper trying. So Dynamic got a minor penalty, and they believe a dead man was walking, but there was not one. So they just pulled the last body and gave the point to Shut Up or Trying because they had bodies still on the field.
So with 10 seconds on the clock, we won't get into it too much here, but we're a tie match here, so we're going to go into overtime on that match. But right now we have New York. So we have New York on the field now, and Totem. Totem losing their first body off the break.
So New York Wrecking Crew still 5 alive, filling out to the D side.
Totem losing the second body.
Snake side insert.
So it's now a 4-on-3 in favor of Wrecking Crew. It's a 4-on-2. It's a 4-on-1.
On Totem side of the field, and they're going to tie this match up with a minute 25 to go.
Well done, Wrecking Crew. It's looked like they had that figured out before they stepped on the foot.
Point by New York Wrecking Crew.
Yeah. Oh, and I see a minor being called right now on Wrecking Crew. Will there be enough?
They have enough bodies to pull. So
they sure do.
There they go. They hit the buzzer, and we'll have a minute and 3 seconds to go. Given this point is clean, it is 3-3 Wrecking Crew versus Tiki'S Totem.
Okay. All right, so we're going to have a bit of a replay here. Let's watch on your screen at home. So this was the previous point that we're talking about with Shut Up, We're Trying. So here comes the run. He gets shot out of the snake. Player gets taken out. So here comes what potentially was being called a dead man walking, which is number player 1 there. And then he gets his gun up and shoots across the field and then gets eliminated. So that wasn't an eliminated player, that was a dead man walk.
Yes.
So, and that's where all of the confusion started happening at that point. Plus there was a potential penalty for the coach.
Yes, from Dynamic, I believe.
That's right. So that's where we're at. So with all the dust settling.
5 minutes of overtime coming up.
Yeah. Glad we got a chance to see that in a replay. So now we've got Dynamic on the right side of your screen. 5 alive.
Shut Up, We're Trying loses a body off the break, going to the Snakeside Tower, and they fill it instantly.
Dynamic does get into the snake and is crawling up right now. And they're going to take the laydown juice box to protect the snake. Dynamic.
Shut Up, We're Trying got 4 bodies alive. They just filled out to the Dorito side can.
Looks like they have Richard for Dynamic back in the snake right now, which is confusing because his jersey says Joey Diaz on it. So I'm hoping I've got the names right. And again, we've got 5 minutes on the clock, so there's no sense of huge urgency here. However, this is the final point. Richards moves up.
Shut Up, We're Trying missed that bump by Dynamic into the 50 snake.
But they've got their... Oh, no, he just put his gun down. Oh, now would be a good time for Dynamic to shoot.
Ooh, Shut Up, We're Trying just pulled their guns off of the snake side.
Richards doesn't know that, but now the gun is
ooh, Shut Up, We're Trying loses another body. 3 bodies left. 2 bodies left for Shut Up, We're Trying.
I thought we had a penalty, but Dynamic threw a pot in the air to maybe throw off Shut Up, We're Trying. But look at this. Richards now on the other side of the snake. We're losing bodies on the other side of the field.
One more. It looks like Dynamic's going to take this.
And quite convincingly.
Yeah.
Player number 1 with a full case of paint on his pack right now.
And they shoot the last Shut Up, We're Trying player into the dirt.
Wow. Oh, and he's waving to the player to say goodbye.
Good job by Dynamic.
Remember, they still have to hang the flag here, and there's a lot of... checking. There we go. So, providing the players clean, that's going to take Dynamic to win this match 4-3. Lots of time. There's no need to rush.
Dreads hangs the buzzer, and the refs call him clean. Dynamic wins this match on to the D2 finals.
Love it or hate it. There's Dynamic. Moving on.
And then another interesting match we have right here is Wrecking Crew and Totem tied at 3-3 with a minute left in regulation. Who do y'all think is going to win this match?
Okay, so here's my prediction, and this is a quick, unthought-through prediction. New York Wrecking Crew is going to take the next point because there's only a minute left if they decide to go full balls to the wall. Totem is not. Totem is going to play their game, and it's either going to work for them, they're going to burn the clock, or it's not. It's up to Wrecking Crew. Wrecking Crew is the one that's going to make the decision on this match. If they do an aggressive push and it fails halfway through, then they're going to pause, and I bet you it'll just be an overtime point.
Yeah, Totem, how they've been playing, they love to sit back and roll their guns. And Wrecking Crew's not afraid to push either side of the field. So if Totem does not shoot any of these guys off the break, they're going to be looking to get into these forward positions. Totem going guns up off the break.
Wrecking Crew with a nice little V there going up. But they're under the 60 seconds mark. Sorry, I'm stepping on you.
Totem doubled the Snakeside Tower, loses a body out of the home.
Loses
another body. It's 3-on-5, 2-on-5 paintball.
Wrecking Crew, this is for you to win, guys. Get your bodies up the field.
Oh, ooh, loses another one. It's 1-on-5.
Okay.
Wrecking Crew, 1-on-4. Yeah.
Towel being called.
Totem's got to towel that to save as much time as possible.
Smart move by Totem. That immediately, without the towel, was going to send them home.
You called it. Wrecking Crew went out there and pushed the issue and put it to Totem.
Well, I appreciate you giving me credit. My mom says I'm smart and handsome, so that does work in my favor. But sometimes she just says nice things.
Let's see. These boys are in X-Ball. Let's hope they get off the field cleaned up, ready to go for the next point, because they only have a minute 40.
Yeah, so 37 seconds just to get one point to tie up. And Totem, we have not, no disrespect to Totem, but we haven't seen any of those players run.
Yeah, we have not. This whole morning, they have been heavily reliant on their guns. So I would like to see what Totem's game plan is going into this next point.
I would love to see Totem get on their heels and run down that field, because we haven't seen an aggressive play by them. Strip the paint in your pod packs. Go out with what's bare, maybe go out with one extra pod and just run down that field. 37 seconds is not a lot of time, because after you get that initial first wave, you've already lost 8 seconds off of that. So,
Devin Marchese, he has a...
Oh, sorry, let's have a quick watch here. This is the instant replay of that last point here. So here is the breakout.
Totem doubled up that Snakeside Tower.
That did not work out well for them. But let's watch this. This is the Wrecking Crew side of the field. This will give us a better vantage point of how they were able to. So nice V formation there, going up to the middle, managing to take out a couple of bodies off the break. Like that was well played. Again, sorry to cut you off, but I wanted to watch those again to see how that all transpired.
Yeah, Devin for Totem, he has some wheels, and I would love to see him take the snake off the break.
I'm not ruling Totem out right now. I just think that this is not a position that they're going to be able to, or have shown that they can win right now.
Right. Let's see if they take some ground off the break.
Oh, heavy wheels. They can run into the snake. There they go.
He's got to go.
We do lose our first body.
And Wrecking Crew took the 40 brick off the 40 wing, off the break. So they
20 seconds.
They're up the field. Does he have to hold off the snake attack?
15 seconds.
Ooh, he gets torched up in the snake, but he kills the 40 wing. And Wrecking Crew loses their snake insert player, but they still have the snake can.
5 seconds.
5 seconds left. It does not look like Totem's going to be able to hang this point.
No.
And Wrecking Crew takes it.
Yeah. 10 more seconds, yes, they could have took it.
Yeah.
But with what was left, unfortunately, they could not.
So it looks like Dynamic versus Wrecking Crew in the Division 2 finals match.
Well done, Wrecking Crew. Did not see that coming, but we sort of predicted that last point. I predicted that last point, and that was awesome. Well played. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We have Wrecking Crew taking Totem 4-3, and Shut Up or Trying is going to lose to Dynamic 3-4. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being a part of this. That was a fun match to be a part of.
Yeah, that was fun to watch. Those boys left it all out there because, look, they're 1-point matches. One of them went to overtime. So these boys came to play, and they knew what they were playing for today. They did not.
Absolutely.
Neither one of these teams ran away with these matches, and it just came down to one team was better than the other at the end of the day, as corny as that sounds.
Yeah, it sure was. So thank you for being on here, Stevie. Thank you guys for watching. We have lots more great paintball coming up, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to leave for just a minute, and when we come back, we're going to reset and be ready to play some more excellent paintball here.